Hello fellow Avatar and Korra fans, I'm Avatar Not 4 here with my part 2 of my video that I said I would post. So in this video I will be talking more in depth on what Nickelodeon has been doing wrong and what they could do to improve in order with promoting Korra and everything. So yeah, I'm going to focus on this off season instead of, unless it kind of bridges over still into we don't have so and so. So I won't focus on the book 2 off season and so forth. So yeah, let's get started. I'll start with, I made a pros and cons list. It's mostly cons, of course, but pros, I will say that Nickelodeon does work hard to get Korra into different cons with panels, mostly Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, just little ones everywhere. Normally Korra is one of the top ones there with one of the biggest rooms, so that's kind of the main thing they do to support it. In this off season there's been more merchandise coming, which is stuff we've been waiting for. We still haven't seen the pictures of, which I'll talk about more about later, but still we're getting it eventually. And also even though it's not on their actual official original Nickelodeon channel, it's Nicktoons. They're having a Rise of the Avatar weekend, as they're calling it. They're starting June 13th, which is less than 2 weeks. They're going to show all 3 seasons of Avatar starting at 3 p.m. that day up until midnight. So pretty much all day they're showing Avatar for 3 days straight, which is pretty cool. And also they're coming up with a new game. This is what I'm excited about, on the Nicktoons website. And they said it's going to continue. It's going to be the game about what happens after the series, which is just exciting, and it's good to see that Avatar is still it's funny, they haven't actually promoted, obviously, because it's been pretty much, it stopped airing because it ended 7 years ago. So obviously they wouldn't still promote it like that, but still Nicktoons considers it I think they get the highest number of views whenever they show Avatar, which is kind of funny. And Korra's up there too, of course. So yeah, that's exciting. The new name and new game and everything. And even though that's Nicktoons, Nickelodeon's of course into that. So even though it's not Korra per se, they're still kind of promoting the universe, kind of. I guess you could say. Okay, now the cons list. No promotion, as I've said plenty of times before. I won't go that deep into it. Literally in the off season they do nothing whatsoever, nothing. And even when it's on the air, for book 2, they didn't even promote the episodes daily or weekly. They didn't show coming up next time on Legend of Korra, kind of like they do sometimes to promote things. They only did that for the premiere and the finale. Then they aired a few, but in between the episodes, just the basic promos like Legend of Korra Friday night at 8. But technically, especially in the off season, they do nothing. Compared to their other shows, I'll use today for an example. They keep on promoting the shows that no one cares about, and everyone keeps on commenting, "We want Korra, give me death." Something like that. Someone said that now, and that just kind of made me laugh. But anyway, pretty much everyone's just we know book 3 is completed, so literally, why are we not getting anything? And of course they don't reply. That's one thing. My next point, actually, no communication whatsoever. Nothing with the fans. Basically, when there's not a Comic-Con going on with Korra, maybe once every 3 or 4 months, maybe, they don't answer fans' questions on Twitter anymore. They did that some during the book 2 off season. At least they said it's coming soon. We're working on it. But this season, this off season, they haven't done literally anything. They said it was coming, like book 3 and change, what we call change, and it's coming sometime soon. And like, yeah, cool. But since then, that was back in November, and here it is. It's June, and literally they haven't tweeted anything about it. They tweeted somewhat about the DVD set for book 2, but they didn't actually. It seems kind of like they're kind of like put on the back burner now. Like they didn't actually say the date in. They just said they posted a link. It seems like with everything Korra, they're not actually promoting themselves. They're putting a link. They're not actually promoting it really, which is kind of sad. They didn't even say a date. It's like this summer, and they didn't even seem to like care about it really. Like normally when they announce something like that, they kind of get excited with the fans like that replying like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're finally releasing that," or like, "I'm gonna buy both the Blu-ray and the DVD." And then just say that's for like SpongeBob. They favorite every single fan that like said that pretty much, and sometimes replying like, "I know it's a great show," but with Korra, they're just like, "Okay, there you go. Okay, bye. Get on with your life," which is kind of it kind of bothers me. But what are you gonna do? I mean, they're the network, whatever. Then one other thing, like 2 weeks ago, there was some art. Like the Nickelodeon Animation Studio actually has a Twitter account and a Tumblr, and they post like every now and then like, here's a new piece of art from so and so hanging in our lobby, which is kind of cool to see, especially when it's Legend of Korra. And there was like a big section of Korra stuff that they have in their lobby, and normally Nickelodeon either replies, retweets that, or like the actual Nickelodeon, and or says like beautiful art, beautiful. But with Korra, I kind of expect them to do something, because since like with it being pretty much in the Avatar only ones that's like actually like widespread acclaim for the art, just because it's awesome how they like combine Asian with like make especially with Legend of Korra, that makes it like into a 1920s vibe, which I mean that art style is just amazing. And also, what animated shows besides Avatar and Korra pretty much get their own art book for each season? I mean, so that shows it right there, but they completely just ignored it like the other shows. Even the Breadwinner show that no one cares about, they tweet more about that. There's like, so-and-so's bill is getting tired. What? Catch the new Breadwinners this Friday at 8. I'm like, and then everyone just replies, no one likes that show, cancel it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And, yeah, they didn't promote it like they normally do, which kind of made me mad once again. And another big thing, no coronation, like the social, I guess you say, kind of network for Korra fans. They created it. I think it's a great idea. They're just not using it like they should, and to the best of their ability. Because before book 1, it was really awesome. Like it was the new thing. Every single like Friday, or sometimes even 2 times a week, as they got closer to the premiere, they were debuting new trailers, new clips, new promo, like different art, character design, and so forth. In the pretty much that it's only active in the while the show's airing and during the off season when we actually need it, especially this season, considering we don't know anything. They could like show us a new character design or something, because we literally haven't seen any of that stuff, but they don't. And that'd be a perfect time, just at least like once every few weeks. They haven't literally since November, mid-November, it said Book 3 Change coming soon, new phase coming soon, and they haven't touched it since then. And also the Legend of Korra Facebook page, normally they just have fan sites that keep on updating things, but with Korra, it's just like maybe once every few months once again. And not even with important stuff, really. And sometimes it's even stuff that was announced like 10 days ago, and they're finally doing it then. They're not actually breaking the news, which is kind of stupid on their part. So anyway, yeah, It's a great idea, but they're not using it correctly. What I think they need to do. If you remember last June actually, so about a year ago, that frenzy, everyone was going crazy because they were showing a supposed book 2 clip, like a 2-second thing for the animation week. If you remember that I Just Airbit girl, yeah. She, that was a great cool thing to do, especially considering they did Korra the first day that week because they knew everyone was looking for that one the most. And we got actual footage. They explained kind of like that we this season they went through the animation studio and talked to Mike and Brian and showed, and they had the new characters on the wall and so forth. It was just awesome to see. And then they explained some new footage, showed us some different clips, and then it gave you the overall vibe of what the season's going to be about. And they said in this season there's going to be dark and light spirits and how they coexist, so forth, like that. Before that we just knew there were spirits. We didn't know light and dark and so forth like that, if you know what I'm saying. So even though it was nothing really big, that was just something, considering we didn't know anything about it. That'd be the perfect time to do it again this year, but we haven't heard anything from it. And once again, communicate with fans. That's a big thing they need to improve on. Promote, of course. There's several ways you can do that. For one, tweet about it, even if it's not news. Just kind of keep it up. And put the new merchandise line that's supposedly coming out. They keep on changing dates, which is really stupid also. When you say a whole line's going to be out in stores in May, then they push this one item's back to November. Then these two were released June 4th, supposedly, even though they don't promote it or I haven't seen it anywhere. Then the rest of these items are going to release July 15th to July 30th sometime. And they don't even have the pictures for the trading card game, the statues, stuff like that people actually heard about, which is sad because that was an awesome line and they're pretty much killing it. So yeah, they need to put that in stores to get Korra out there, and that'd be a great way to promote and get people ready, especially figures and so forth. And also for the more grown-up fans, the shot glasses, the coasters, the lunch boxes, even for elementary school kids. That would be really popular around back to school time, but supposedly it's going to be out September, November, which is kind of stupid. Why would you put a lunchbox when people's going to be doing back to school shopping starting probably this month through August? That'd be a great thing. Of course, little Korra fans would love to have a Korra lunchbox, especially now they're making one. It just looks cool. But they're not putting it out. It doesn't make sense once again. But anyway, that's what I think they should do, and the pros and cons, in my opinion. Feel free to comment. I want to know what you think about Nickelodeon, if you agree, disagree, so forth. So yeah, thanks for watching.